Ever pondered over who really owns Energy Australia, one of the largest energy providers in the nation? You may find it surprising that despite the name, Energy Australia isn't actually Australian-owned. Yes, you heard it right. The common presumption that this major energy player is owned by an Australian entity is, in fact, a misconception. But the question remains, if not Australia, then who? Who holds the reins of this energy giant that lights up millions of homes and businesses across the country? The answer may surprise you, and it's not as straightforward as you might think. The truth about Energy Australia's ownership is a tale shrouded in mystery, a saga of ownership changes, and a story that traverses beyond Australia's borders. It's a revelation that might change how you perceive this familiar name in the energy sector. Hold your breath as we delve into the intriguing history of Energy Australia's ownership. The tale of Energy Australia's ownership is one filled with twists and turns. Let's wind back the clock to the company's inception in the early 70s. Back then, it was known as the Victorian State Electricity Commission, a wholly Australian entity run by the government. The company was responsible for generating, transmitting, and distributing electricity throughout Victoria. Fast forward to the late 90s, and we see the first significant turn in our tale. The Victorian government decided to privatize the company, and it was sold off to Hong Kong-based China Light and Power. This marked the beginning of the company's journey from being a government-owned entity to a foreign-owned enterprise. The company was then rebranded in the year 2006 as True Energy, under which it operated until 2012. However, the next significant shift in ownership came in 2011, when China Light and Power decided to sell off their stake. The company was then bought by a Hong Kong-based multinational conglomerate, CLP Group. In 2012, the company rebranded once again, this time as Energy Australia. The name was chosen to reflect the company's broader commitment to the Australian energy market. However, despite its name, the company was, and still is, owned by the CLP Group. This shift from Australian to foreign ownership has had several implications. For one, it has led to a significant increase in the company's market presence, with the company now being one of the largest energy providers in Australia. However, it has also led to concerns about the control of Australia's energy resources and the potential impact on energy prices. So, to sum it all up, Energy Australia started as an Australian government-owned entity in the 70s, was sold to China Light and Power in the late 90s, was bought by CLP Group in 2011, and is still owned by them to this day. So now we know, Energy Australia, despite its name, is not in Australian hands. But what does this mean for us? How does the foreign ownership of Energy Australia impact us, the consumers, and what could it mean for the energy landscape in Australia? Now that's a question worth pondering. Foreign ownership could potentially influence Energy Australia's operations and its service to customers. It's a global world, and the company's strategies might be influenced by energy policies and market trends in its parent country. This could lead to changes in energy prices, service quality, or availability. Looking towards the future, the implications for the energy market and the country could be significant. Australia's energy landscape could be shaped by decisions made thousands of miles away. This could bring about new opportunities, but it could also present challenges. Yet it's important to remember that energy is a global commodity, and foreign ownership isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a complex, fascinating topic that's full of nuances. While the ownership of Energy Australia may not be as Australian as its name suggests, the impact of this on us as consumers is a complex and fascinating topic. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Energy Australia's ownership history.